What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing, man? It's your boy, Tony Mac. Y'all having a great day? Good, man. Just got up to some news that Stephen A. Smith and the man Jay Williams, Jay Weezy is what we calling him now, has been going at it again. They had another beef behind you-know-who, Kyrie Irving, you feel me? Now, for y'all that ain't up to speed, Kyrie Irving just got traded to the Dallas Mavericks. We're going to talk about that in a little bit later. But right now, he got traded to the Mavericks. How y'all think? Y'all think that's going to be a good fit for him? Kyrie and Luka, Kyrie, what y'all think? All I know, man, that's a hell of a backcourt. That is a hell of a backcourt. That's all I'm saying to you, man. Maybe it might work. You know, Kyrie and LeBron was able to work. So ain't no telling, you know. But Stephen A. Smith and Jay Will are back at odds again. And I'll be real with you, it seemed like that Jay Will called Stephen A. Smith out on some true stuff. Like, bro, it seemed like when certain individuals, or certain colors of individuals, certain ethnicities, races, whatever you want to call it, of individuals mess up in the media, Stephen A. Smith, it seemed like you get a real hard on when it's time to talk about them. But when it be our brothers of a different complexion for protection, you're a little bit calmer. You are a little bit calmer. That is a factual thing that everybody who's want to tell the truth about it is seeing, Stephen A. Smith. That is the truth, brother. But more specifically, every time the name Kyrie comes up, you throw a little extra salt of pettiness on him, bro. You throw a little bit extra salt of pettiness. But I got to ask myself, is Stephen A. Smith's critique of Kyrie Irving unfair? Or are we being a little too sensitive? Now, I'm going to give y'all a short story, and it's going to lead back up to what I was talking about. So, let me let y'all in on something. Your boy, Tony Mac, had a one-on-one with Tommy Sotomayor. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can check it out on his website. But how we end up having a one-on-one is important to the point I'm about to make about Stephen A. Smith and the Kyrie Irving situation. Now, for y'all who know who Tommy Sotomayor is, got a whiff of him, y'all know what he stands for, whether you agree or not. I agree with his right to say it. Whether you agree with his opinion, you should at least agree with his right to say it. And I understand that Tommy's, as harsh as he is necessary for the greater good. But there are times where I disagree with Tommy. In this situation, Tommy was on his Instagram, posted something about black women as usual. And to be fair, it ain't like he posts lies. I don't think he posts lies. I just think sometimes he picks on the sisters a little bit too much. But that's just my opinion. Doesn't mean that he's a bad guy. So anyway, when I ran across his post, I asked Tommy one simple question. Why is it that black men today behave in the same toxic behaviors that we hate in black women? That was the only question I asked him. And Tommy, intrigued, responded, which led to us having a one-on-one. And he was willing to put it up right then and there. Now, a lot of people in his comment section was ready to like, oh, Tommy, your belts are safe. We know you about to school him. We know he ain't about nothing. He looks stupid. We get it. I get it. I understand. I know how people feel about someone they look up to. So I didn't take it to heart. But the magic that happened was not me winning a debate with Tommy or Tommy winning a debate with me. Was, even though me and Tommy had a difference of an opinion, we debated for about 10 minutes. In the other hour and 50 minutes of the conversation, man, we was having fun talking about life. Excuse me. Talking about life, talking about true liberties, understanding we both out for the greater good of our people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of what he says made sense. A lot of what I said made sense, and we built from it. For me, I looked at that as a sit down, as a one-on-one with someone I got a little bit of mentorship from. Not because I share his ideology, because I agree that he's a an alpha male black man that speaks unapologetic truth from his perspective. And he's older than me. So for me to sit down and even have a conversation to where I disagreed with him the entire time is something that helped me grow. So it was a beautiful conversation. And when we sat down and we ironed out our differences without emotion, you come to find out that y'all both actually have a point. Now, why am I bringing that up, talking about the Stephen A. Smith and Jay Will situation? Because both of them have a point. Stephen A. Smith, you go in on Kyrie Irving unfairly a lot, bro. You go in on Kyrie Irving unfairly a lot. When that name come up, honestly, man, we used to say Kwame Brown was the one you said so much negative stuff about. But a lot of people can say, well, Kwame Brown on the court really didn't have such a great statistical career, so we can get why Stephen A. Smith would use the term bust to describe that brother. But me personally, Kwame Brown is a man that came from nothing to wealth and moved his mama and changed his close family situation. So I don't know how that make you a bust in life. But if you're going to say about basketball, we get it. But when you talk about Kyrie Irving, we're talking about someone that statistically and the eye test, we know this is one of the greatest cats to ever pick up a basketball. Now, is he on the level of GOAT? Hell no. Not saying that. I smoke weed. I don't smoke crack. What I'm saying is Kyrie Irving is one of the more phenomenal athletes the game has ever seen. Easily first ballot Hall of Famer. There's no way he didn't make the top 75 list in my opinion. So when you talk critiquing him on his game, people are going to look at that some kind of way. And then we look at his character. I ask you, when has Kyrie Irving been known to get out of character about anything? Now, some of y'all might say the tweet he wrote, but I ask you, did he encourage violence? Did he encourage hatred? All he did was encourage a conversation that most needed and must needed to happen in America. That needs to happen in this country. An ugly conversation that has to be set down without emotion. That's all it provoked. But other than that, you don't hear nothing about Kyrie Irving and no drug stuff, no gambling stuff, cheating on his wife, getting caught out here hitting on women. You don't hear anything about that, brother. That's a solid dude. So it does seem a little unfair when you're going at him, Stephen A. Smith. However, Kyrie Irving, nobody's going to believe in a flat earth. Kyrie Irving is the same dude that anytime certain social issues have happened, he has, to a degree, abandoned his team. Meaning, hey, man, something going on with the Muslims over in this country. Kyrie was the one that said he had to sit out and for praying purposes, for religious beliefs. Now, in America, by law, we have to respect that. However, if I own an NBA team or I'm running an NBA team or it's my job as a GM to do what I can to help my team have the best possible success they can have, or A, win a championship, B, at least be better than what the hell we was last year, I can't have a player of superstar talent like Kyrie, which means he gonna get paid out the ass, not show up because he's worrying about some social shit. So I do get it on the other side too. And that's what Stephen A. Smith was making a point to make. The problem is, Stephen A. Smith, there are times where people who are lighter than us have done similar shit and you have said nothing, or you have undermined it or swept it under the rug, helped sweep it under the rug. See, I remember when Kyrie Irving missed all those games, them home games, because he didn't want to take the, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And Stephen A. Smith dragged him through the mud. That was actually the first time Jay Will had to put that spirit on and say, hold on, Stephen A. Smith, you're not going to do this, because I feel, it seems to me, you know, shout out to Jay Will, but that was the first time he called you out on your stuff, Stephen A. Smith. And why am I talking about why Kyrie stood against the stuff, y'all know what I'm talking about what we talking about. Go get it. Now I'm playing, y'all. Don't go. I ain't gonna tell you what to do. You do what's best with you, whatever you feel to make your life safe. But Kyrie Irving, on the other hand, he didn't want to go get that, and he had to miss all those games. And Stephen A. Smith, you called out that man character. You said that you said Kevin Durant should question his friendship with the brother. You said that you understood why James Harden left because Kyrie isn't dependable. You said all those horrible things unfair things about that brother. And then when somebody who's the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, to me at the time, who at the time was, in my opinion, the face of the league, he got caught completely lying about taking and you didn't have that much energy for him. And that's a reality, Stephen A. Smith. That's a reality, man. Now, the point I'm making to tell y'all, Jay Will, even though you stood up for us and I respect it, you and Stephen A. Smith both failed at what the job was, because y'all job is to be on television to talk sports and make the conversation about sports. Now, if it's showing us that it's something more than sports, then you can talk about that, but not to the extent of this Martin Luther King versus some Malcolm X stuff. No, y'all some sportscasters, bro. That's what we pay y'all. That's what we love about you. And we love the fact that you're willing to stand up, Jay Will. And we love the fact that Stephen A. Smith, sometimes you willing to call us out on some shit. To be honest, you know. We respect both points of it. But y'all could have kept that about basketball on why Kyrie going to the Mavericks is good for the Mavericks, or why Kyrie going to the Mavericks is bad for the Mavericks. Y'all could have kept that strictly basketball. To be 100. Now, for y'all out there, I know a lot of Mavericks fans, y'all are happy. I know a lot of them Dallas Mavericks fans, y'all are happy, happy, happy. But the question is, how do the Nets feel about this? Because to me, y'all was in the running to win a ring. I think Kyrie and KD might have been the only slight kryptonite to Boston may not getting it. I just think this year with the team y'all had and rolling together, I think more chemistry built, y'all might could have did something with him. However, I ain't mad at Kyrie for wanting to trade because the Nets wasn't trying to offer him no extension. I get it. I get it. You know, if I'm Kyrie, man, I want my money, man. I'm a young man. And I just lost all my endorsements. I want to know that the team that I'm busting my behind, risking my life, my freedom, not spending time with my family, missing out on birthdays and maybe, I don't know, he may not celebrate holidays, but just missing out on quality time with your loved ones to go entertain people that don't give a crap about you. We're only excited about what you do on the court. I understand why that man, if I got to sacrifice all of that, I understand why that brother said, I want to go somewhere where a team going to give me a contract that let me know I'm guaranteed to get paid for the next couple of years. But I also understand as an NBA team and as a business, I'm not signing a player that I'm going to give you all this amount of money and you probably going to play an average of 30, 40 games a season. I'm paying you for 82. I'm paying you for 82. God damn it, give me at least 70, 60 games, baby. But if you giving me consistent 40, okay. Are you injured? Why are you giving me 40? Are you giving me 40 because of off the court issues? Now, I got a question. Why the hell am I paying you if something that don't have nothing to do with our game can sideline you? Just a food for thought, y'all. And to me, I think that was the conversation y'all could have had. You know, and Kendrick Perkins, man, shout out to Big Perk. You know, but Big Perk, man, you can't be talking about, man, you got to question Kyrie's loyalty to Kevin Durant, man. Come on, bro. I'm pretty sure Kyrie and KD didn't had a conversation before that brother had the dip. And if KD is any kind of real friend, which I believe the brother is, he's going to tell you like your homeboy going to tell you, nigga, you better go get your money straight up. Come on now, KP. I know you was making a hot take, bro, but let's be real, bro. You know that man wouldn't abandon that dude just on no whatever type stuff. That ain't even in Kyrie character. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. This been fun. I got to run. But y'all know me, Tony Mac, where it's always real, but it's always love. Peace.